So hey guys, I'm Josh and I'm a volunteer for NACOA and the child of an alcoholic, and I'm back with another video on my experience of being the child of an alcoholic. And so today I have brought you to this church, and so this is where my mum and dad were married, and it's also where around 15 years later me, my two brothers and my mum came to scatter my dad's ashes on a wall just to the side here. And that's what alcoholism did to my dad within them 15 years, took his dignity and eventually took his life, and left him as some ashes that we came and scattered here. And so I'm going to take you to the wall where we actually scattered them when I was around 8 or 9 years old. And I've only been back here once since that happened, and that was around 4 years ago when I decided to quit drinking, and I came here to sort of make a promise to my dad that I would try and break the cycle of alcoholism. And so this is the wall, and the ashes were just scattered down next to this wall really. And like I've just said, that's what alcoholism did to my father. And it's interesting that I say that's what alcoholism did to my father, not alcohol. Alcoholism ruined and then took my dad's life. And there's a difference there, you know. Drinking wasn't my dad's problem. Drink was just the most obvious symptom of my dad's problem. My dad was an alcoholic, and so he drank himself to death. And that's truly what I believe today, and that's kind of what my experience as an adult has taught me as well. You know, I remember when we came here, and I remember when we scattered his ashes. It's one of the very few memories I have of my dad, and you know, I don't have any good memories of my dad. I don't really remember any time being around, smiling and happy, and it involving my dad. That's the first time I've ever really admitted that as well, because normally when people ask me if I have good memories, I'll say I have some, I have a few, but I also have lots of bad memories. But the truth is I don't have any good memories. And, you know, it's just one of the kind of... It's one of the kind of things about alcoholism and the way that it affects me as a child of an alcoholic is that growing up, I find the truth very, very difficult to come out with like that. You know, I feel like I might be doing my dad a disservice by saying that, letting my dad down or going against him. But I realise today that I have to get to gut level truth about this illness and what it's done to me. And in doing that, it means that I can break the cycle, and that I can live a happy life. And that my dad's alcoholism doesn't have to define me today. And really, when we talk about the cycle from the marriage here to his ashes being spread here, I've coincidentally moved just up the road from here with my wife, who just happens to be my best friend as well. And you know, in that home with my children, we are creating happy memories. My children are encouraged to talk, and you know, I'm living a life beyond my wildest dreams. And my dad's alcoholism is not having such a negative effect on my life anymore. And that's because I can now separate what happened to, you know, the experiences I had when I was a child. I can separate them now from the experiences that I'm gaining as an adult. And that comes through accepting that alcoholism is a family illness that affects everybody within the family. And it then comes from getting to this gut level truth, you know. And that comes from a togetherness of being a child of an alcoholic and talking with other people that understand, and other children of alcoholics, adult children of alcoholics that understand. And it means that we can break the cycle, and it means that we can live a happy life. And my dad's legacy doesn't have to be a pile of ashes next to a wall. My dad's legacy can be generations of happy families that have learnt from this illness of alcoholism. You know, all the emotions that I feel and have felt in my life, you know, I do need to vent them, and it's not wrong to feel any of them. But for me to be able to work them out and turn them into healthy experiences, I need to, like I keep saying, accept them and talk about them. When I married my wife last year, one of the greatest days of my life, her dad's speech after we got married, he said a lot of things, but one of the main things that really stood out to me is he said, enjoy yourself because life is good. You know, that was a real alien concept to me. I thought life was a battle. I thought it was something we struggled through. But I'm learning today that life is good. life it can be amazing. Do you know what I mean? And that comes from breaking this cycle, and the cycle can be broken. I'm not saying that every child of an alcoholic goes on to be an alcoholic, but there doesn't need to be that underlying pain running through our lives, because we can take these experiences, we can turn them positive, and we can grow and find a new freedom in life. And that comes again from sharing and talking about how I'm feeling. Yeah, every time I share something, it's like jumping out of a plane, because I feel like I shouldn't be doing it, and then I do it, I get this freedom, the parachute comes out, and I can enjoy the rest of the ride, because that's how it feels like for me. If you can't find anyone in your life that you feel like you can talk to, that's why Nakoa's there. Everything's there. It's all on the website, and everything's below this video. And I really feel that together we can break the cycle, and life is good.